Hi there. These comments are for one of my students, and you're doing some speaking practice. So this is Michael from OTC, OnlineTOEFLCourse.com. YouTubers, I got three things. A, subscribe to my channel. You'll get a lot of great videos only focused around the TOEFL. That's it. That is my specialty. B, make a comment below if you want. You can ask anything about the video. You can ask me anything. Uh, Three, post this video in your social media somewhere. You might pick Facebook or Twitter or something on those lines. Maybe retweet it, repost it. Get this out there. There's a lot of students who spend way too much money on trying to improve their TOEFL score, and all my videos are free. They don't have to pay anything. But Michael, they can go to your website and purchase something. It's true, and some do and some don't. But I created this channel so I could reach out to international students all over the world. And I understand completely that there's many of you that don't have enough money to pay for an online English course. Therefore, you go to YouTube so you can improve your English because you don't have enough money to buy any lessons. I'm okay with that, right? I even have free speaking and free writing practice tests. Go over to OnlineTOEFLCourse.com there. Okay, let's get started. So you're doing independent speaking practice. I have your audio file right here. Let me listen to it.
Well, to me, I disagree that students should be evaluated as a group for the following reasons. First of all, it would be unfair. For instance, I have worked with a lot of colleagues who were so lazy and procrastinate their work to force me to finish it by myself. It would be so unfair for us to get the same grade. Not only this, but also students do an excellent job when they held responsible. For example, I do a good job when I know I will be individually recognized for my hard work. That's why I feel that students should not be evaluated as a group for the reasons I mentioned.
And you got a strong opinion along with a strong tone. I believe you. I believe exactly what you said there. I could feel your passion there. And that's what you need to get that high TOEFL score. You need some passion. You need to be convincing. You need to tell us why you believe the way you do. And you did exactly that. Now, your score's not that high. You have some delivery and language use issues, to be honest. And I'm going to show these as we go through your audio file one more time. I'm going to put you around 2.5, maybe 17 to 18 points out of 30. I think you have some unclear articulation, awkward intonation, and sometimes a choppy rhythm or pace. And you also have maybe limited range and control of your grammar and vocabulary. That's why I'm scoring you where I am. Okay, let's go back one more time.
Well, to me,
So, well, to me, don't need any of those words. Just say to me, blah, blah, blah.
disagree that students should be evaluated as a group for the following reasons. First of all, it would be unfair. For instance, I have worked with a lot of colleagues who were so lazy.
I wouldn't say I have worked. I would say I worked. Maybe give the example of a class. Say, in a chemistry class 2 years ago, I was studying with other students in the class, so make it real. Make it personal. Be really specific at this point. This is what we call elaboration. If it says usually lacks elaboration or specificity, or mostly basic ideas are expressed with limited elaboration and details, score's not going to be that great. So tell me a little bit more detail.
And procrastinate their work to force me to finish it by myself. It would be
What work are you talking about? Is this a common research project you guys are putting together in a physics class? Are you talking about an oral presentation you had to do maybe in a communications class? What are we talking about?
so lazy and procrastinate their work.
They were so lazy and procrastinated their completing their assignments.
To force me to finish it by myself.
I would say which forced me to finish the work on my own.
It would be so unfair for us to get the same grade. Not only this, but also
No, wait a minute. It would be unfair for us to get the same grade, but drop your tone when you get to the end of the sentence. I know you're trying to show that enthusiasm, but you want to make sure your tone falls when you get near the end of the sentence.
students do an excellent job when they held responsible for.
No, see, you're saying kind of students do an excellent job when they held responsible. No, students do an excellent job when they're held responsible. See, this is called thought groups and blending, right? This is where you're really getting killed on the delivery area. You need to get here generally paced flow, fluid expression, right? So when I listen to what you said, let's listen to it one more time.
Not only this, but also here. For instance, I have worked with a lot of colleagues who were so lazy and procrastinate their work to force me to finish it by myself. It would be so unfair for us to get the same grade. Not only this, but also students do an excellent job when they held responsible.
No, not only this, but also, why do you have both of those? Just say not only this. How about just say in addition? It's easier. Just say in addition, blah, blah, blah.
For example, I do a good job when I know I will be individually recognized for my hard work. That's why I feel that students should not be evaluated as a group for the reasons I mentioned.
Yes. But at the last idea, you didn't really develop it with any specific details. So I have to go back here and say limited details. But Michael, I didn't have enough time. I was out of time. If you don't have enough time, then you should not bring up that idea. Just stick with the one reason, the one example, and just speak about that for 45 seconds. That's fine. That'll give you some elaboration, right? So don't feel like you have to have two reasons plus two examples. Maybe you don't. Maybe you can't do that at this point. But I think I'm going to change slightly 2.0 to 2.5. I'm going to say maybe 15 to 17 points on this speaking task. I think definitely in the language use, you're having some problems with your verbs. For example, passive voice, right? You got to work on that a little bit. I think with your delivery, you need to work a lot on pacing. That means you can study the lessons in the pronunciation part of my course, lessons 41 through 44. I think that would be a good start there. All right, thank you for doing this practice test.